Mirror, mirror, we're almost there. Only 7 more days. I believe in you. Just keep going. Keep going all the way. You can do it. Subbie buddies! Hey! Yo, we're almost there. Almost there. People gonna come from everywhere to see your progress. Happy holidays, everyone. You see, I'm in my Christmas get up still. Well, Christmas is gone, but happy Kwanzaa. Yes. That's really what's important. But happy holidays to everyone, because as I stated before, I am not here to shame anybody for their religion or whoever they believe in. So today is Kwanzaa. Yesterday was Christmas, but the entire statement is happy holidays. So that covers everything. So, hi guys. Welcome. You guys, this week, next time, we will be in a whole new year. I don't know about you, I'm excited. I'm so ready to get out of 2021 because it looked kind of similar to 2020 and it was quite exhausting to say the least. I can only speak for self. Don't know about you, but I'm so ready for the 2022. It's the 3 numbers for me. Yes. So, and I got so much planned, honey. So, we got it's a whole year for me to come to you guys with content. Like, the pressure is on. It is real. It is serious. It is deep. And I'm so ready for it. So, thank you guys so much for rocking with me. For everyone that has been here, my A1 since day one. Thank you. And to my new Subbie buddies, oh my God, you guys are truly amazing. So for those that are new to the channel, I am chosen. And this is called Beyond Your Reflection. This is a channel created by me, but designed for you. We're here to peel back those layers so that you are able to see and embrace all the beautiful parts of you. So, honey, pull up a chair to the celebration. Get your drink of choice. Sit back and relax, because we're finna get this party started. So, as I stated, now, if you guys were here last week, remember I told you it's a 2-part thing. So, last week we talked about triggers and traumas, and we're going to continue. And I know you're probably like, really? We're going to talk about sad stuff during the holidays? No, we're going to talk about how to get past those sad things. So within the next 7 days, you're not carrying around all that excess baggage, honey. You got 7 days, seven whole days. The number of completion. Whew. If you don't know about it, look it up, honey. Google it. Because numbers are science also. But the number 7 stands for the year or the number of completion. So, with that being said, any and everything that has been hindering you and holding you back from your true potential self, 7 days. Yes, you have 7 days to get that ish out of your system. Go ahead and look in your mirror and tell yourself what we did all this year, all last year, 10 years ago, your entire life. Whatever was holding you back, 7 days from now is done. The finale show. Just like we got 7 days for this year to end, you got 7 more days to put that elf on the shelf. Pun intended, okay? Yes, that was the PG-13 version of it. But you guys, 7 days completion. And I know you guys are like, I'm gonna need longer than a week. No, that's just enough days to get you started. Because you have 365 of them that are coming for you to create a new version of you. I mean, I don't know about you, but that should be excitement all by itself. That should be enough to get you to be like, yeah, I'm here for it. Let's do it. You should be excited. You're already on the journey of the person that you're becoming. So imagine what you can do with 365 days of just power, of reflection, of conversations, of having moments, looking at yourself. And I've always talked about the parts that you don't like. Going back to those moments and being able to release those moments. Going back to the traumas that are triggers for you. You have 7 days. 7 days to figure out whether you gonna spray them bullets or you just gonna use it as a warning. If you were here last week, you would know. Yes, a loaded weapon is only deadly when the trigger is pulled. I can use this gun with everything that I have, with all of the ammunition I have. I can use it in a good way or a bad way. It can be a warning shot or a fatal shot, but the choice is yours. What would you want to do if you had a loaded weapon of choice and your bullets each symbolize something about your life? What would you do with that? Would you pull that trigger? Or would you sit there and look at it like, yo, I'm going to let you know. If I choose to, I can unleash the dragon. Shout out to Cisco. But still, if I wanted to, I can unleash. But I can also use this same weapon as a defense mechanism to let you know, hey, I ain't never scared of what's coming in my direction because I have the tools. I have the weapon that I can use. And remember, there is no weapon that is formed against you that shall prosper unless you allow it. You can bust out the matrix. Them bullets come towards you. You can duck and dodge all day long. Or you can stand there and take it. Depends on how strong you are. One of my favorite gurus that I follow is Master Sri Akarshana. And one of his favorite things that he says is, when the student is ready, the master will appear. Just let that sink in. So when those bullets start flying in your direction, if you have mastered the craft of you, you won't even fazed by it. It won't hurt. You won't feel it. Remember, I told you it's an exit wound. It's going to enter one way and exit out another. You're probably going to forget that it even happened. Because that's how powerful you will become once you master the gift of self-love, self-care, self-reflection. When you go back and you look at all those traumas that you've been through, those bullets that you took as a little girl or a little boy, but look at you now. You made it. You survived it. That's amazing. That's enough to pat yourself on the back. That's a celebration. That's a point. That's a bullet. That's one of those ones that you load. Instead of loading hate, I'm going to put some love in there. I'm going to sprinkle some forgiveness. I'm going to sprinkle some self-love. I'm going to sprinkle a couple of goals in there. What are you going to do with yourself, with that weapon of choice? And again, think about those choices, you guys. Think about those traumas that was caused upon you as a kid. And I know, I've been there. Still kind of going through it to this day. It's going to be people that's going to push your buttons, honey. They going to push all of them to the point where you going to want to pull that trigger. You going to want to unleash the entire weapon. And whether that's words, physical harm, whatever. But remember how much pain you felt when somebody released those triggers upon you. The amount of trauma that it caused. Even as you was an adult, you didn't realize those things were triggers or traumas until you got to adulthood. Because some things may have taken place in childhood that carried over. Think about it, you guys. This is one of the reasons why suicide rate is so high amongst our young adults. Is because things that happened to them as kids and they were not equipped enough. They had not mastered on how to get past that. And they stayed in their head. That's why I told you guys, serve them eviction notice daily. You can take a trip up there, but don't stay up there. Because them thoughts up there, honey, will drive you insane in the membrane. Trust me, I done been there, done that. Some of you guys are probably still there. But what I was saying about, the suicide rate amongst teens is because we did not realize how strong our weapon was until after we released it. And again, I said that could be words, sexual trauma, physical trauma, abuse, anything can be a trauma which causes triggers. You didn't think about things that happened to you as a kid because you probably didn't know any better. As you become a teenager, you probably became angry, rebellious, or whatever, but you still pushed through. I can only use myself as the example, as I always do. Growing up, I had a parent that was on drugs real bad, and then I had the other one who absolutely did not acknowledge me still to this day. So I made it my business that when I had kids, even though I didn't want to, but even though when I had kids, I made sure that the love that I didn't receive, that they received. And my son, for the longest, used to always ask me, Mommy, why do you come to every single award ceremony? Why? I was like, because nobody was there for me. So I want to make sure someone's there for you. And the same thing goes for you. You may feel like you're lonely. You probably are lonely out there. But find someone. Use this channel. Find a support channel. If you can't find me, find another support group. Just find someone. Or you can be that one yourself. Be the first. Be that support system. Because like I told you guys, me doing this for you guys is literally therapy for me. It helps me so much. It keeps me committed to wanting to be there for you guys, but it also helps me. So like, when I go back and I replay it and I look at it and I edit it and I'm like, oh my God, okay, that was kind of cute. That was this and other, I write it down or whatever because I probably can use it again in another show. But regardless, I set out there to say what I went through as a kid, what I saw as a teen. It helped shape and build me as an adult. Was it easy? Absolutely not. Because I didn't realize how much trauma I had, how much baggage I was carrying with me until little small things would trigger those traumas. And by that time, I was holding on to so much stuff, y'all. What? Woo! There is no way in hell my flight could have took off. It was too heavy. Too heavy. And that's why I say try to find a safe space or a safe person. For me, it was Trisha. Trisha was my therapist. Non-biased. Never met her before a day in my life. My first meeting with her, I sat on this lady's chair and cried the entire time. All she said was, "Hey, how are you?" Like somebody cares? What? Because it wasn't something I was used to. I wasn't accustomed to that. And speaking to, a couple of friends and associates that I know, they're dealing with so much trauma that little small things can be a constant trigger. So what you have to do is learn how to not allow what happened then affect you now. And I know that it's easier said than done. Trust me, it took decades of practice for me. And I am not exaggerating. Yes, I just celebrated a birthday day for yesterday. Shout out to me. Yes. But it took me almost 25 years, honestly, to be able to get past. Even I was big on hugs, giving but not receiving, because I'm a strong believer that energy travels. And I felt like physical touch to me was it was a trauma, because that was something that was in my past that was not received in a loving way. So it was confusing. What? People actually hug and mean it? Huh? Wait a minute. The hugs that I received was a whisper in the ear, okay, do not tell what just happened. Or your secret is safe with me. Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute. So somebody else can hug you and say, I love you, and you, huh? So those were emotional traumas that I had to literally peel back and deal with. So it no longer became a trigger for me. I learned how to accept that everybody is not the same. And that goes for everything. Whoever or whatever it was that caused you pain before, everybody is not the same. Everybody does not have the same intent. Everyone is not here to harm or hurt you. There are truly genuine people out here that love and care for you. But you have to learn how to love and care for you first. So that way you'll be able to receive it. And you would know that it's genuine. And it's no longer a trauma, but yet it's something that you can learn how to embrace and love for yourself. It's another one of those positive bullets that has been loaded. So now when you look at your weapon of choice that you have around you, again I say, is it there to hurt or is it there for love? Now sometimes you do have to pull that weapon of choice out to let them know, hey, okay, yeah, I am different from whom you know me to be. But if I have to get my shovel and dig such and such out of her grave, hey, but that's not what I want to do. I want to use my weapon. I want to use the traumas that I've been through to help others. So therefore, they won't have to go through the same exact thing. Do you realize how many yous are out here? This is the reason why I created this platform. Because I'm quite sure there are a lot of people like me who have been through rape, molestation, ridicule, hate, frowned upon, I'm quite sure there's many people out here that's been through it. But you made it. Look at you now. And you can take those traumas. Yes, little old broken girl or boy is now an adult. And I've told you before, broken crayons can still color. A puzzle comes in 1,000 pieces until you put it all together. And then you see the full picture. And that picture is you. How you overcame these traumas. And how it no longer triggers you. But you're triggered by love, success, amazement, growth, goal, your glow up. All the things that were supposed to bring you harm or that were supposed to take you under, and you're still here. So you use all those traumas. All those traumas are now different bricks or bullets. Depends on how you use it. Those are battle scars to remind you to keep going. You have 7 more days. You did it. You went through this whole year. Forget the outside society bullcrap that's going on. I'm talking about within your own self, your personal surroundings, things that you've been through. You now have 7 more days to say, you know what? I guarantee it. Claim this year as your year. Speak those things that be not as though they were. Remember your vision board? What are you going to do? What are you going to have that you never had before? What is your story? Basically. How are you going to tell everybody, you know what? This is what I used to do. Yeah, I had a gun. And I used to pop off all the time. I didn't care how many bullets I sprayed of negativity, of hate, of trauma, of abuse, because it was a cycle. You gave out what was given to you, but I dare you. Yeah, we had a dare challenge. I dare you to deposit the opposite of what you've been through so that you can withdraw all the love, all the success, all the happiness that you deserve. You have 7 days to create that moment, to release those traumas, to erase those traumas. And now, when you pull the trigger next time, you're going to shoot for success. Shoot for the stars. Shoot for amazement. Shoot for a better you. Shoot for the rebirth. Aim for success. Aim for pleasure. Aim for love. Aim for happiness. Aim for everything that you're supposed to have and who you're supposed to be. That's your target practice. The image in the mirror that you see every day. That's your target. If there was something that used to piss you off, somebody stepped on your shoes and you're just ready to fight and pop off, get rid of that. Somebody looked at you wrong, stared at you too long, cut you off in traffic light. Let it go. You have better things to do with yourself, with your time, with your future, for your family. Remember, you are the first to create the change, to release these traumas, to pull the trigger of success, of bliss, of beauty, of fulfillment, of amazement. Because that's who you are. You are the most powerful person in the world. But only you You have the power from within, so pull it out. You guys got 7 days to impress yourself and then the world. Remember, your name has power. Go out and show the world just who you are. I love everything about you. May this year be filled with nothing less than you deserve. Believe it, receive it, embrace it, speak it, earn it, claim it. I'll see you guys next year. I love everything about you. I'm so proud of you. Make this the best year ever. Namaste.